Hey guys, welcome back to Devil's Fork. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a nice dessert. Something that you could have very, very gourmet and very, very delicious in your own home. So what you're going to need for this dish is brioche bread, a whole loaf more or less. You're going to need 2 eggs, some white sugar, some Grand Marnier, some cinnamon. We're going to need some pecan nuts and pistachio nuts, some peaches. We're going to need some caramel, some condensed milk, and you're going to need a whisk. And the devil, baby, let's get cracking! Alright guys, so today we're making a delicious bread pudding. It's going to be fantastic. What you're going to need for this recipe is you're going to need some pistachio and pecan nuts, a bit of cinnamon, 2 eggs, 2 cans of condensed milk. You're going to need a brioche loaf. You're going to need a bowl to mix everything in and an oven-safe casserole as well as a little zip line. Okay, so we're going to take our nuts and put them into our Ziploc. Zip that up, and I'll show you just what we're going to do with that in a jiff. Alright? You're going to take your condensed milk and pop that condensed milk right into your bowl. There you go. That's good. Okay? You're going to crack 2 eggs into this mix. Straight into your bowl. Alright, so with those 2 eggs already in, you're going to go ahead and grab the smallest spoon that you have, if possible. If not, you grab a teaspoon of cinnamon and just drop it in that mix. You're going to add a touch of vanilla extract. And you're going to whisk that all together. Okay? So you're going to break up those eggs, like so. Bring it into each other, and then you can just mix it in. Once you see that it's half combined, you're going to go ahead and add some milk to this mix. You're going to grab some milk to lighten everything out. And you're going to put about 1 tablespoon of milk, not more. Remember guys, you don't want to make this too runny, but you want it to be a bit loose so all the bread gets well combined. So the texture you're looking for is this. That's the perfect texture right there. Okay? So we're going to take off the ends of our breads, put those aside, and we're going to take half our buns, half of our loaf, stand it up, the other half, stand it up. Doesn't look like it's pretty much even. This guy here is screwing everything up for everybody. So we're going to go grab my chef knife, my favorite multi-mort knife. Alright, and we're going to grab our slices, and we're going to go down, just straight down with our slices, like that. And the goal is more or less to do about 1-inch blocks. So you're going to turn that around again and slice it down, slice it down. And you're going to grab those and throw them into your casserole, okay? Directly into your casserole. So those cubes are done. You're going to go ahead, break them up, and throw them into your casserole. Okay? We're going to keep going until all our bread is nice and uniform. Whatever bread you have left, just set it aside. No worries. Fantastic. I'm using brioche bread because brioche bread has a little hint of sweetness to it. And it's also made with egg, so it's perfect for this dish. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and grab your casserole, and we're going to whisk that again. So now that your milk is all in, you're going to go ahead and make sure that all that bread is nice and soaked. Okay, so go ahead and get your hands dirty. go ahead and push that down like so. Okay? Perfect. Okay, and we're going to do is we're going to take now, we're going to push this aside, just put it right here, and we're going to take our nuts and take the back of our knife, okay, or the flat edge of our knife rather, and just tap that so that you have little broken pieces of nuts, right? Grab your casserole, grab your nuts, and put them right on top of that bread pudding. It's fantastic. Now, usually I don't do this, but what I'm going to do today, just to add a bit more flavor to it, is I'm going to add just a little bit of orange zest to the mix, okay? So you're going to grab your cheese grater, and on the smallest edges here, not the spikes, but on the small strip things, you're just going to go ahead and give some fresh zest color to that bread pudding. And this is going to revive all those flavors, all that milk, all that sweetness. It's all going to bring all that together. And at the same time, you're going to have a beautiful smell in your house. And not only that, you might get lucky. All right, so perfect. So we're going to take that aside. I'm not going to put too much. And this goes uncovered for 30 to 35 minutes in the oven. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our two sauces. One is going to be a peach coulis, and the other is going to be a Grand Marnier caramel sauce that we're going to use to coat our dessert at the end. So go ahead with a good amount of butter. Here I have about 3 tablespoons of butter, okay? You're going to go ahead and dump that into a pan. Put that pan on medium heat and just let that melt on its own. Once that butter's melted down, we're going to take these peaches here. Today I'm using canned peaches, but if you want to use fresh peaches, usually I use fresh peaches, but to go faster I'm using canned peaches. And you at home can go faster too as well by using canned peaches. You take fresh peaches, you slice the bottom of your peach, and you boil them for 3 to 4 minutes, and then you take them out, and the peel should fall off, cut them exactly like this, and they'll taste exactly the same, okay? Meanwhile, we're going to add some caramel to our second pan, and we're going to cover it. So this, what we're going to do is we're going to just top it, bring that caramel down, and we're going to put all over the pan, all in zigzags in whatever form you want. I'm just going to spray all that caramel all over the pan. Make sure you get a good part. Oops, sorry, I got gases. So we're going to put that caramel. Get to the chopper! To that, what we're going to do is going to bring our pan up front, and we're going to warm up that that caramel, but really on low heat. And you're going to see that it should start bubbling. As soon as that bubbles, we're going to take out our Grand Marnier. Our butter has started to melt. You guys are going to say to yourself, oh my God, that's a lot of butter. Listen guys, when this reduces, half of your butter is going to be gone, and all you're going to have is a delicious coulis that you're going to put around your plate. It's going to be fantastic, just trust me. Okay? So, our butter is practically all melted. We're going to go ahead and add our sugar to that butter. I'm going to grab a spoon. Just mix that into our butter, okay? So it comes like a paste. You see that? Like a little paste. It looks like crystals. That's what you want. If you see that at the beginning, you're doing an amazing job. Perfect. So now you're going to take your peaches and you're going to dump them all over that pan. Just dump. That's perfect. And those peaches are just going to caramelize and give you all that flavor. And that's all you need in there. And you're going to see that we're going to make a nice, delicious peach coulis. And as soon as you put the peaches in, you can tell that the peaches are lightening up all that thickness. Look. Okay, that's going to be your coulis. Look how beautiful that is, guys. Okay? So, we're going to let that cook on a medium heat until reduced a little bit. Meanwhile, our caramel has been warming up. We're going to go ahead and grab our Grand Marnier, and we're going to go ahead and pour it in all over on top of that caramel. Perfect. And then the magic, my friends. And we're going to make a nice flambe. So once these two sauces are done, you don't have to worry about the fire catching fire in your house. Once the alcohol has evaporated, your sauce is done. You could set that aside, but I'm going to keep it on a low heat because I don't want it to set just yet. I want it to set on my dessert. So I'm going to keep it on a low heat and mix that around. So you get that Grand Marnier and that caramel all together. And there you should have a Grand Marnier alcohol. Caramel, sorry. With Grand Marnier alcohol. Alright? Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and keep cooking this for about 20 minutes. And we'll be back in 20 minutes to serve our delicious dessert. Okay, so when your coulis is ready, I'm going to show you guys what it's supposed to look like. Just give me a second. We're going to put this in our blender. So you have a bit of roasted and caramelized peaches to make this coulis. And you're supposed to have like a little juice at the bottom of your pan, something like this. See? A little brownish juice from the peach. You're going to go ahead and dump that into a Ninja or Bullet or even a blender, whatever you guys have. Go ahead and dump that all in. Perfect. And we're going to add a touch of milk to this to lighten everything up. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and add our milk. And you're going to see that our milk sits right on top. So we're going to add about a half of what our peach is to milk ratio. Okay? We're going to go ahead and blend that. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we made our coulis. It's right here, our peach coulis. And we made our caramel. Now we're ready to take our delicious pain pudding out of the oven. Oh my god, that smells fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. And be careful, don't burn yourself. Okay, and we're going to just let that cool down a sec. Touch, you see the top is nice and crusty, but the center is nice and fluffy. That's what you want. That is a perfect result for this dessert. All right. So we're going to let it cool down for about a minute. It cools down rather fast, and then I'm going to show you how to cut this delicious dessert. All right. So we'll be right back with that. Okay. So we're back. We let it cool down for about 2 minutes. Don't need more than that. What you're going to do is you're going to wet a glass. And you're going to go grab whatever part of the dessert you want, and you're just going to go ahead and push and twist. Then lift, get rid of that glass, grab that, I'm just going to toss it to the side. We're going to grab our dish, okay, and we're going to go grab our dessert that we cut out, alright, and we're just going to grab the edges there and pull that out. And it should come out in one piece. We're going to lay it right in the middle of our dish. Alright? Once that's done, what we're going to do is going to take that dish here. Okay? We're going to grab your coulis of peach and just pour it all around. Keep just enough that you have all around the dessert covered. Well, before I did this coulis, what I did is I took two pieces of peaches before I blended it, and I put it in the freezer. Okay, that's going to be our topping. You're going to grab a bit of creme fraiche. You can get this in all supermarkets. I'm going to go ahead and grab a spoon of creme fraiche, and you're going to put it right on top of that dessert, like so. Okay, put that to the side, and we're going to set that frozen peach right on top of our creme fraiche. Okay, we're going to move that caramel that we made all around, as you can see, like this. So it becomes one unified color, like kind of a spider web. See that? Very elasticity. We're going to grab that and just drop it right over our dessert. And that's going to be a simple and delicious dessert that you're going to want to share with all your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, a delicious pain pudding. Hey guys, that was another episode of Devil's Fork. Don't forget to keep watching, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'll see you soon.